Hello and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you, one page at a time, one day at a time, put it up on YouTube dot whatever for you to listen to on YouTube. It's currently September 19th, 2020. It's 5:57 p.m. I worked this morning. And I took a gummy, and so now I'm just really tired and stoned and out of it. So, this should be interesting. This is page number 213 of Infinite Jest. Here we go. Body run around clutching their heads or whatever. I'd be way into watching Wayne play with distorted senses. Hal puts one foot up on Pemulus's little frustrum-shaped bedside stool and leans further in. Would it be prying to ask how you finally managed to get hold of these? It wouldn't be prying at all, Pemulus says, removing from the yachting cap's lining every piece of contraband he's got and spreading it out on the bed, sort of the way older people will array all their valuables in quiet moments. He has a small quantity of personal consumption lamb's breath cannabis, brought back from Hal, out of a 20G he'd sold Hal, in a dusty baggie, a little saran-wrapped cardboard rectangle with 4 black stars spaced evenly across it, the odd drin, and it looks like a baker's dozen of the incredibly potent DMZ, sweet tart-sized tablets of no particular color, with a tiny mod hipster in each center wishing the viewer peace. We don't even know how many hits this is, he muses quietly. There's sun on the wall with the hanging viewer and poster of the Paranoid King and an enormous hand-drawn Sierpinski gasket. In one of the 3 big mullioned west windows, the Academy is nothing if not well fenestrated. There's an oval flaw that's casting a bubble of ale-colored autumn sunlight from the window's left side to elongate onto Pemulus's tightly made bed, footnote 73, and he moves everything his hat's got into the brighter bubble, going down on one knee to study a tablet between his forceps. Pemulus owns stuff like philatelic forceps, a loop, a pharmaceutical scale, a postal scale, a personal-sized Bunsen burner, with the calm precision of a jeweler. The literature's mute on this titration. Is it titration? Did I miss a letter? Yeah, titration. Sorry, my bad. What the fuck is titration? Titration, also known as tetrametry and volumetric analysis, is a common laboratory method of quantitative chemical analysis to determine the concentration of an identified analyte, a substance to be analyzed. A reagent, termed titrant or titrator, is prepared of a blah blah blah. So it's a way of finding out what something is made of. Literature's mute on the titration. Do you take one tablet? He looks up on one side and then back around at the other boy. At the boy's faces leaning in above. Is like half a tab a regulation hit? 2 or even 3 tablets maybe? Hal says, knowing he sounds greedy but unable to help himself. The accessible data is vague, Pemulus says, his profile contorted around the loop in his socket. The literature on muscimol lysergic blends is spotty and vague, and hard to read except to say how massively powerful the supposed yields are. Hal looks at the top of Pemulus's head. Did you hit a medical library? I got on med.com off lateral Alice's Watts line and went back and forth and up and down through med.com. Plenty on lysergics, plenty on methoxy-class hybrids. Vague and almost Gotham Colony shit on Fitviavi compounds. To get anything, you got to cross-key ergotics with the phrase muscimol or muscomalated. Only a couple things ring the bell when you key in DMZ. Then they're all potent this, sinister that, nothing with any specifics, and jumbly polysyllables out the ass. Whole thing gave me a migraine. Yes, but did you actually hop in the truck and actually go to a real med hyphen? It's page number 213 of Infinite Jeff. Titration.
Go diet. Go diet. Hello and welcome back to Infinite Jeff. The band, along with their families, went to Barbados to record the album. Along with their families, went to Barbados to record the album. It was recorded in the studio at Eddie Grant's house, where they bumped into Mick Jagger on a few occasions, who was staying nearby. The trip did not go as planned, although the band were sent there so that Shawn Ryder and his brother would not take heroin. They ended up taking crack cocaine. Shawn Ryder did bring enough methadone to last him for 4 weeks, but inadvertently smashed the case at Manchester Airport. After running out of money, they then took extreme measures, such as selling the furniture from Brant's studio to fund the drugs, and creating crack dens out of sun loungers in Eddie's own swimming pool. Bez ended up breaking his arm after overturning a hire car, while Shawn had failed to write any lyrics. Citation needed. When the band returned to the UK, Shawn got hold of the master tapes for the album, threatening to destroy them if Tony Wilson and Factor Records did not pay him for them. When Factor did finally get hold of them for £50, the recordings contained no vocals, since Shawn failed to write any lyrics while in Barbados, which meant the whole exercise was a waste of time and money for Factor. Short after the album was finally released, Factor Records was officially declared bankrupt. 4. On a more humorous but bizarre note, Shawn attempted to kidnap legendary guitarist Johnny Marr to join them on their excursion to Barbados. Marr says he was a member of Happy Mondays for About 25 minutes. 5.